Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Saira Mujtaba with the news at 9. The headlines. India clinch 6th Under-19 ODI Cricket World Cup with historic 100-run win over England in summit clash in Harare. President Droupadi Murmu calls for greater participation of women in digital and fintech ecosystem. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon students to dream big, fear less and draw inspiration from biographies. Intermediate range ballistic missile Agni-3 successfully test fired from Chandipur in Odisha. Election Commission extends deadline for filing claims and objections under SIR in Uttar Pradesh by another month. India has consistently raised issue of safety and security of minorities with Bangladesh on all relevant occasions, government informs Lok Sabha. And in Pakistan, 31 people killed and 170 injured in a suicide attack at a Shia religious center in Islamabad. And now the news in detail. India have clinched the Under-19 Cricket World Cup title for a record 6th time, beating England by historic 100 runs in the final in Harare, Zimbabwe. For details, we have a desk report.
Chasing a huge target of 412 runs set by India, England were all out for 311 runs in 40.2 overs. Opting to bat first, India posted 411 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in stipulated 50 overs. The 14-year-old sensation Vaibhav Suryavanshi laid the foundation for India's victory, smashing a breathtaking 175 runs off 80 balls.
That's his 150. What an innings this has been, young man. He tells his teammates, he tells his coaching staff, I'm at the crease, don't you worry.
While skipper Ayush Mahatre contributed 53 of 51 balls. India's bowlers then sealed the victory with R.S. Ambarish claiming 3 wickets, while Dipesh Devendran and Kanishk Chauhan picked up 2 wickets each. Shagun Chopra for Akashvani News.
President Droupadi Murmu today called for deeper financial inclusion, responsible use of technology, and greater participation of women as India's digital and fintech ecosystem continues to expand. Addressing the Black Swan Summit in Bhubaneswar today, the President said India's fintech journey should be remembered not only for innovation but for inclusion and gender justice.
India's fintech story should be remembered not only as a tale of technology but also as that of gender justice. Women constitute an important segment that requires focused attention for the promotion of fintech. Fintech must view them not only as end users but as leaders, professionals and entrepreneurs. Today, more than 56% of Jan Dhan accounts are held by women.
The President noted that for millions of Indians, fintech has become a lifeline, enabling direct benefit transfers, timely payments to farmers, and seamless digital transactions for small businesses. She also cautioned against cyber threats and stressed the need for digital literacy and ethical technology adoption. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called upon students to dream big, fear less, and draw inspiration from biographies. Interacting with students during the 9th edition of popular interactive program Pariksha Pe Charcha, Mr. Modi called the absence of dreams a serious mistake. In a video released today, the Prime Minister was seen addressing students on how to overcome stress and anxiety during exams.
जो एग्जाम है वो हमें अपने आप को एग्जामिन करने के लिए एग्जाम है. अल्टीमेट गोल एग्जाम के नंबर नहीं हो सकता है. अल्टीमेट गोल संपूर्ण जीवन के विकास का होना चाहिए और इसलिए हमने अपने आप को सीमित नहीं करना चाहिए. तो मेरा तो सभी विद्यार्थियों से आग्रह है कि जिंदगी सबसे ज्यादा उत्तम बने उसके लिए जीवन को तैयार करना है और शिक्षा एक माध्यम है.
During the interaction, Mr. Modi advised students to trust their own unique learning patterns, emphasizing that no two individuals think or grow in the same way. He said that every student has a distinct style and it is important to have full faith in one's own pattern of preparation.
पहली बात है आप अपनी जो पैटर्न है उस पर पूरा भरोसा करो, लेकिन जो पैटर्न के लिए सुझाव देते हैं उसको ध्यान से सुनो, समझने की कोशिश करो और उसमें आपको लगता है यार मेरी पैटर्न तो है लेकिन ये चीज मैं अगर जोड़ दूं तो अच्छा होगा, लेकिन किसी के कहने पर मत जोड़ो, अपने अनुभव से जोड़ो।
The Prime Minister advised that teachers should remain sensitive to the learning speed of every student. Lok Sabha has been adjourned for the day following opposition's protest on various issues. When the House met after the first adjournment at 12 noon, the opposition members, including from Congress, TMC and DMK, again trooped into the well shouting slogans against the government, while Rajya Sabha transacted normal business before being finally adjourned for the day. More from our correspondent.
The Lok Sabha again witnessed repeated disruptions and noisy scenes today, resulting in adjournments. When the House met at 11 a.m., Speaker Om Birla appealed members to maintain decorum and allow proceedings to continue. The Speaker said that over 19 hours of the House has been wasted so far. However, the House was adjourned within minutes till 12 noon amid continued uproar. When the Lok Sabha reassembled at noon, the scene was no different. Presiding officer Krishna Prasad Teneti repeatedly urged opposition members to stop displaying placards and maintain order in the House. As disruptions continued, the House was adjourned for the day. Meanwhile, the Rajya Sabha conducted smooth business today. Question hour and zero hour were conducted without disruption. Post-lunch, when the upper house reassembled, it took up private members' legislative business. With Anand Kumar, Anupam Mishra, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Both the houses will meet again on Monday at 11 a.m. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download the News on AIR app. Welcome back. You're listening to News at 9. India today successfully test-fired the Agni-3 intermediate range ballistic missile from the integrated test range at Chandipur in Odisha. The launch was conducted under the supervision of the Strategic Forces Command as part of a routine training exercise to validate the operational and technical preparedness of the missile system. Defence officials confirmed that the test met all mission objectives and all parameters were successfully validated. Developed by the Defence Research and Development Organisation, the Agni-3 is a two-stage solid-fueled ballistic missile with a strike range exceeding 3,000 kilometers. The missile is capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear warheads. Union Home Minister Amit Shah today chaired a high-level security review meeting at Lok Bhavan in Jammu, which focused on a comprehensive review of border and internal security. Earlier in the day, he visited forward areas in Hiranagar sector along the international border in Kathua district, marking the start of his two-day tour of Jammu and Kashmir. The Home Minister launched welfare schemes for the Border Security Force personnel and visited the border outpost of Gurnam and Bobiya in the Hiranagar sector. More from our correspondent.
The Home Minister's visit comes amid heightened focus on border management to shuttle infiltration of terrorists and smuggling of weapons and narcotics and stepped up anti-terror operations that left 4 hardcore Pakistani terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed dead in nearly a dozen encounters in Kathua, Udhampur and Kishtwar districts over the past 2 weeks. Mr. Shah interacted with BSF personnel guarding the frontier. He also inaugurated and laid e-foundation of 6 welfare schemes for the BSF personnel from Bobia border outpost and interacted with the BSF officers and jawans on the international border and took feedback on the situation. Later in the afternoon, the Home Minister distributed compassionate appointment letters and met the families of martyrs at the Lok Bhavan Jammu. Mr. Shah also chaired a high-level security review meeting at Lok Bhavan Jammu, which was attended by the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, top officials of Ministry of Home Affairs, Army Chief, and senior officers from the police, BSF, intelligence agencies, and CRPF. The meeting focused on a comprehensive review of border and internal security with directions issued to further strengthen the security apparatus. The Home Minister will hold another high-level review meeting tomorrow morning to review the development of Jammu and Kashmir. This is N. Gulshan Rana for Akashvani News from Jammu.
7 Maoists, including senior commander Prabhakar, were killed in an encounter with the security forces near Fodewada village on the Chhattisgarh-Maharashtra border in Bhamragarh Taluka. The gunfight, which began on 3rd of February, involved C-60 commandos, CRPF and quick response teams. In Uttar Pradesh, the Election Commission has extended the deadline for filing claims and objections under the ongoing Special Intensive Revision or SIR exercise by another month. Voters can now submit Forms 6, 7 and 8 till 6th of March 2026 to add their names, seek corrections or request deletions from the electoral rolls. The earlier deadline was 6th of February. Chief Electoral Officer of Uttar Pradesh, Navdeep Rindwa, in a press briefing, informed that political parties had demanded an extension.
On the 27th January, a meeting was held with the recognized national and state political parties at the office of the Chief Electoral Officer. During this meeting, one of the parties suggested that the time period should be extended both for filing claims and objections and for issuing notices and submitting replies to them, and all parties agreed to this. In continuation of this process, the Election Commission of India took a decision on the matter and informed that the earlier last date of the 6th February for filing claims has now been extended to the 6th March.
The Election Commission will dispose of all claims and objections by 27th March, after which the final electoral roll will be published on 10th of April. Government has said that it has consistently raised the issue of safety and security of minorities with the authorities in Bangladesh on all relevant occasions, including at the highest level. In a written reply in the Lok Sabha today, Minister of State for External Affairs Kirtivardhan Singh said the issue was raised by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his meeting with Chief Advisor of Bangladesh Mohammad Yunus in April last year and by External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar during his meeting with Foreign Advisor Tauhid Hussain in February last year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will leave for Kuala Lumpur tomorrow morning on a 2-day visit to Malaysia. This will be the third visit of Prime Minister to Malaysia and the first after the elevation of the India-Malaysia bilateral relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership in August 2024. More from our correspondent.
The key highlight of tomorrow's engagements will be the Prime Minister's interaction with the Indian diaspora. Salamat Datang Modi ji, an event expected to draw around 15,000 people, is all set to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi with great pomp and show. From fusion and LED dance performances to singing programs, the event will be a major cultural showcase at the Mines International Exhibition and Convention Center organized by the Indian diaspora, the third largest in the world and home to the second largest PIO community globally. Delegation-level talks and the exchange of memoranda of understanding are scheduled to follow on Sunday. Durgesh Bhadoria, Akashvani News, Kuala Lumpur.
In Pakistan, 31 people were killed and 170 others injured in a suicide attack at a Shia religious center in the capital, Islamabad, today. The explosion occurred at Darlai Imam Bargah in the Shehzad town area. According to the police, the suicide bomber was stopped at the gate of the Imam Bargah, but he detonated himself. The ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026, co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka, will start from tomorrow. The month-long tournament will run until 8th of March, featuring 20 international teams competing across 55 matches at venues spread across both the countries. The opening match will be played at the Sinhalese Sports Club in Colombo, where Pakistan will take on the Netherlands. Defending champions India will begin their campaign later the same day. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. India clinched 6th Under-19 ODI Cricket World Cup with historic 100-run win over England in summit clash in Harare. President Droupadi Murmu calls for greater participation of women in digital and Fintech ecosystem. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon students to dream big, fear less and draw inspiration from biographies. Intermediate Range Ballistic Missile Agni-3 successfully test-fired from Chandipur in Odisha. Election Commission extends deadline for filing claims and objections under SIR in Uttar Pradesh by another month. India has consistently raised issue of safety and security of minorities with Bangladesh on all relevant occasions, government informs Lok Sabha. And in Pakistan, 31 people killed and 170 injured in a suicide attack at a Shia religious center in Islamabad. That's all in the news at 9. Good night.